Hi guys, in this demo I'll show you how to sync changes from Postgres to Snowflake in real time based on change data capture in Postgres. I'll show how to do all of this using simple SQL commands that PeerDB provides. So the first thing I'll do is I'll connect to PeerDB using simple PSQL. I have PeerDB running on Docker, right? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create the Postgres peer. So I have a Postgres peer which is running on Docker. This can be any Postgres database on. It can be on the cloud, it can be managed, it can be on premise, it can be anything, right? So I have a table in the Postgres peer which is called devices, right? And this is the table I want to replicate in real time to Snowflake. Let's go ahead and create the Snowflake peer. For this I have a file, right, which has the private key, etc. That's the reason I'm not sharing it. And this part of the documentation shows you how to create the Snowflake peer, so it's pretty straightforward. The next thing what I'll do is I'll kick off the create mirror command. So this is the magic command that PeerDB provides to for capturing CDC changes from Postgres to Snowflake. So if you see here, I have the source peer, which is Postgres, target peer, Snowflake, right? And you have a table name mapping, right? So I'll have a table name mapping of devices maps to devices, right? And remember that the devices table does not exist on Snowflake. PeerDB actually takes care of generating the right DDL and creating a devices table on the Snowflake side as well. So the mirror should have started. Now what we'll do is we'll insert some data into the devices table. You can do that also from the PeerDB's interface. If you see here, I'm doing inserting data into the devices table on the Postgres peer, right? If you see, so I inserted data. Let's go ahead and see that the data exists. So the data does exist. Now let's go ahead and see whether the mirror is doing its magic. Let's query the Snowflake peer, right? If you see, the data is already there, right? So let's go ahead and update that row, right? So here I'm updating the speed in miles from 80 to 20, right? Let's go ahead and now query the Postgres peer, right? And the speed is updated to 20. And now let's see whether the update has gone to the Snowflake table as well. And if you see, it did, right? So typically the latency we have seen is, in tens of seconds, right? And this is at scale. Here I'm just showing a demo with like a couple of rows, but we did a benchmark where we thrashed Postgres with like over 10,000 transactions per second, and PeerDB replicated those changes with a lag of just less than 30 seconds on the Snowflake side, right? So there are many other targets that PeerDB supports, which includes BigQuery, Event Hubs, Kafka, Postgres, and so on. So this is the demo, and feel free to check out the tutorial and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.